Again, I agree with you. That's the type of effort that you can win a lot of games with. I did have a specific question at the end. When Raquana made her first free throw, did you think about asking her to try to miss? I don't know what your philosophy is on that.
No, I didn't. I didn't. Um, I think it can work, and I think it depends on the timeout, scenario. Um, but definitely, something to keep in mind the next time we're, in that type of situation.
Pavi, H&B Media.
Coach, obviously every game you play, you want to win, but you just mentioned, your effort. I guess if I could ask you, what positives can you take away from tonight that you can maybe carry you throughout for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to maybe, see them all now, based on the feelings that we have. But, I think in these type of games, I think they teach us all how important, every possession is in the game, and every minute that you're out there on the floor, how hard you have to compete in order to win, or at least have a chance to win. It's difficult to always prepare your team for that, verbally, uh, on video, even in practice, and oftentimes it's not until you face the best teams, and you're in those moments, that the decision making, the ability to make free throws, the ability to take care of the basketball down the stretch, to be able to get stops late in the game without fouling. Those are all things that, it takes experience having. So I think the positives, are that we did a lot of those things tonight, and we had a chance to close this game out, and we didn't get the final stop. And typically, it takes you getting that final stop in order to walk out as the winner.
Sabrina Merchant, SB Nation.
Hey, Derek. The last time you guys played Seattle, it seemed like the game was just lost in the first quarter. And over the course of this season, you guys have done a much better job of getting off to better starts. What has been the key to that?
Well, I mean, I think we've started the games with, I think a little bit more emphasis on really defensively trying to make sure we're getting after people and not allowing them to bring the game to us. I think that's been helpful for us, as we've tried to get better over these last, 3 or 4 weeks. So that's helped us a lot. And then I think offensively, we're continuing to learn, really how to utilize all 5 players on the court to score and be efficient when we have the basketball. We're starting to lessen some of the unforced errors, and with our talent, if we get a shot at the basket, we should be able to convert at a pretty decent rate. And so, I think our defensive intensity has been higher and better to start games, and I think our effort, at least, to try and execute and trust the pass and trust each other offensively, has been helpful as well.
Dorothy Gentry with the Athletics.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Despite the loss, you had a solid effort from Candice Parker, 17 first quarter points, 25 overall. Can you talk about her ability to set the tone for the team and impact the game from the beginning?
Yeah, no, I mean, Candice's versatility, it changes things for us out there. And she got us off to a really solid start. And, we didn't, I think as Seattle, kind of raised the, their intensity in the second half, we didn't get back to some of the things that allowed us to be successful in the first half. And that, I have to take responsibility for that and not, allowing, Candice to kind of get lost a little bit offensively there in the second half, to make sure she can still impact the game. Because her, especially when she's shooting the ball well from the perimeter, it really does change things for us. It opens the floor up for guard penetration, for our perimeter players. And, you know, if she is shooting the ball well, it enhances her ability to put the basketball down and get to the rim and make plays for herself and for her teammates. So, you know, she deserves a lot of credit for, you know, putting us in position to have a chance to win this game tonight. And, you know, in the second half, we got to find a way to be better offensively so that the ball continues to move. And, you know, we can get some easier scores, you know, as we're trying to close games out.
Last question for Coach Adam Grossbart, LA Daily News.
Hey, Derek, obviously the officials ruled that Jewel was in bounds on that last shot. Have you gotten a chance to look at a replay yet?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they even looked at whether or not she was in bounds or not. I think they were just looking at whether she got the shot off. I don't know what kind of camera angle they had or didn't have. You know, don't get me started on another difference between NBA and WNBA. To not have, you know, more angles for the officials to be able to look at in those situations. But, you know, we had our chances. And, you know, if you don't grab a game and win it, then you leave yourself in position to possibly lose it. And, you know, human error is a part of it. Whether they got it right or wrong, you know, we had the opportunity to finish this game out and we didn't. And, you know, Seattle made one more play and, you know, we have to tip our caps to them.